What's up? What's up? It's your man, The Real Deal, again with another video. Tonight we got Sunday Night Freestyle, where I go over all of last week's events. We're going to start off with Donald Trump, him and his presidential address to the joint houses of Congress. You know, Donald Trump was basically outlining his blueprint for America. You understand? And, his policies. But, if you ask me what I think, look here, man. That's just, I'll be 54 years old. I done heard the same rhetoric from all these U.S. presidents all of my life. They say one thing, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of their term, half of the shit that they talk about don't get done. You know what I mean? And we still haven't got our issues addressed by any sitting president. So, that wasn't impressed. But, every time them guys get up in front of the House of Congress, man, you have the Republican side, every time he says something, they stand up and clap. But this particular year, I was looking at the Democrats. Man, the Democrats, them motherfuckers is on timeout, and it shows in their face. They were sitting there looking like children, man, with their mouth stuck out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was talking about draining the swamp. But some of the statements, some of his policies, I can feel that. Especially when he was talking about the great project of President Eisenhower, how we got the U.S. interstates, the highway system in America. That was called the Transportation Act. I think it was in the 50s. So all of these highways is because of President Dwight D. Eisenhower's policies. But unfortunately, most of those major highways went right through the black communities that was thriving at that time. Central Avenue in Los Angeles, Rondo Street in St. Paul, Wilmington, Delaware. A lot of black communities was basically destroyed with the building of the interstate highway. But anyway, Donald Trump, the next day, man, you should have seen them old niggas. Oh man, I'm finna start listening to Donald Trump now. What you think about him, real? I'm like, well, hey man, the man just been in office a little bit over a month, I'm still watching him. Oh man, you need to come on up off of that, man. Get a man a chance. I tell you, man, them old niggas a trip, man. They just still stuck in that 3D lockdown, and unfortunately, they can't even be saved, man. I just be like, man, y'all, I'll see you later. I basically run from their ass. You understand? But now you look at the real Donald Trump right after that speech. His ties with them Russians and the Russian mob. And them folks are so, them white folks is in his ass that now he's trying to say that Obama was wiretapping the Trump Tower. See, white America is the masters of deflection, man. And they starting to deflect more and more and more now that them skeletons is coming out of the closet, with the history of this country. It's just something to see, man. It's a historic time to be alive. And one of the YouTubers said that, every day is historic, because this kind of reminds me of the Watergate. So this really is just starting. This is gonna be some shit. But anyway, let's get with the HBCU, the photo ops with Donald Trump. Once again, black folks is making themselves look bad, taking pictures with Donald Trump. Now, of all places, you're gonna crowd all of them people in the Oval Office. Dig what I'm saying? Now, if you really wanted to address the HBCUs, you would go to one of these black universities and make a major policy speech about the black colleges in this country. But man, like I say again, man, them old cats, man, they so used to bowing down to the white man that as soon as he called, they come running. You know, but one president, I think it was Morehouse, you know, he was like, man, you know, this is some bullshit. You know, shoot, we could have told you that. You know, we could have told you that. You know, they don't ask us shit. They go running, calling themselves speaking for the black community. You know, when all they doing is really making it worse. No, but anyway, it's just another photo op. But I was tripping on the blonde bimbo. You know, she's sitting on the couch in the Oval Office, that historic office, with her feet on the couch texting. You know, with no respect. No respect at all. You know what I'm saying? And some of those guys, some of those brothers was looking at her like sideline looking at her like, damn, what's she on? You know? And somebody made a statement, well, she's not concerned because it's the help. You know what I mean? This is how you act when you're around the help. You know, that was very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But anyway, we're going to get with this music. This beef with Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. Man, that ain't nothing but about record sales. I mean, you know, I'm not taking away from both of them, but everybody know, especially people that follow me, how I feel about hip-hop. You know, I've done videos condemning hip-hop, especially this hip-hop of today. You know, and basically all that is, to me, is about record sales. You know, but it's kind of like a throwback of the battle of the MCs. You know, but back when there was the battles back then, you know, it was clean. You dig? But I listened to Sheetha, you know, that track. I mean, you know, she's talking about butt injections and, you know, and I guess it was just a major diss. You know? But I'm going to say this. And when is we going to stop beefing, period? You know, we either beefing on social media, or we beefing on the music, we beefing in politics, or we beefing in the hood. You know, it's just starting to look like just black folks, all they do is argue. That's why they didn't got shit. You know? That's why they don't have shit. Because all they do is fight. You know, and that's true. That's true. But, you know, Remy Ma, she's a household name, so I guess that's what she wanted anyway. You know, but as far as I'm concerned, man, that ain't nothing but about record sales. You know, and like I say, you know, I done been in charge hip-hop to the game. You know, but to each his own, you know, it's still a popular art. So, whatever. But last but not least, let's talk about this movie, Get Out. Now, I saw the trailer. You know, I don't spend no money at no movie theater at all. You know, so don't ask me to support, you know, none of these brothers. Now, I'm paying a subscription at Fire Stick. You know, you get the latest movies. You know, it's a subscription for a month. You know, understand? So, you know, I can see the movies without going to the show. But it's the same thing a lot of YouTubers talk about. These interracial relationships and the problems that you have with interracial relationships. You know, because, look here. I would be kind of nervous, man. And I'm a big man. I'm going to meet my girl's parents for the first time in rural America. You know, some small hick-ass town. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be comfortable at all. And I don't understand how these brothers do it. These brothers, man, they ain't got no fear when it comes to Becky. You know what I'm saying? But I saw his partner was on the police force. His partner would be somebody like me that'd be like, man, you know, why you want to go out there and be around all them white folks, man? Something happened to you. I mean, that's basically what he was really talking about. And then the scene where he got stopped by the police, cop asked for his license, and she was driving. And see, that's what happens all across America with these interracial relationships. When you get stopped by the police and there's a white girl in there, they always ask her, is she okay? Like you kidnapping her, you know, or some shit like that. You know? I'm telling you, man, that interracial relationship, And I'm glad the dude did the movie. That was a bold statement that he was making, you know, about the trials and tribulations of these interracial relationships. But you can't tell these brothers nothing. You know, these brothers are stuck on stupid when it comes to Becky. You understand? They just stuck on stupid, man. It's just this sick infatuation, man, you know, with your oppressor. You know, that's what it is. You know, now, I'm not going to knock no interracial relationship, you know, because to each his own. You know, but whatever you get in the long run, you know, or the back end of an interracial relationship, that's your own damn fault. You know, I don't feel sorry for you. Because that's the risk that you take. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my Sunday night freestyle. But before I close, I would like to give a couple of shout outs. The first one is to my man, Arlo Monk Productions. You know, I love your videos, man. Reg the Bad Guy. You know, I'm fond of your videos too, man. You know, you coming up. You know, that's a good thing. You know, and to my main man, 411 Talk Zone Radio out of Portage, Indiana, with the brother Leon Jones. Check him out, man. You know, he's got a whole series of Black History Month. He's talking about people that I never heard of. And as far as a co-founder of, I forgot her name, the co-founder of the NAACP. You know, check him out, though. All three of them brothers. And with that, I'm your man. The real deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. GI, baby. Peace.